Welcome to the first devlog of my new game, Vaporwave Ninja. I'm developing it for mobile and wanted to keep myself accountable with these videos. I hope you enjoy! I have 3 goals today. My first is to tweak the spawning system so that it slowly gets faster. Then I want to implement a simple version of player death, and it would also be nice to get some placeholder art other than the Godot icon. It's about 7:45 AM and I'm starting with tweaking the spawning system. And what I will need to do is pretty simple. I already have a timer in place to spawn enemies. If I just track the amount of times it restarts and then divide the timer length on every couple of restarts, everything should work. It's only been about 10 minutes and everything is working as planned. Not much visually has changed, but it's a nice tweak. Now it's time to work on player death. This is also pretty easy, and the plan is simple. If the player's area is intruded, then send a signal to the world node to stop everything and display the "you died" text. After another 10 minutes, the change has been made and everything is working out pretty well. Now I have a decision to make. Either keep working and improve the game, or sit around until 5. Yeah, that second one sounds pretty great. Now it's about 4:55 and I'm going to try to do some art. I'm going to focus on the player because I already have nailed down what he is. A cybernetic ninja in the spirit of Genji from Overwatch. I'm going to start with a bigger sprite size and then narrow things down. I'm using Mini Boss's pixel art tutorials from Itch to make a run cycle. It's been about 20 minutes and I'm not really happy with what I've come up with. I haven't finished, but I'm not feeling the style. I went for a more colorful robot, but then came up with something more like a robot. I think I'm going to keep that style. I'm moving to an 8x8 to see if I can come up with something sort of like Genji and Madeline from Celeste combined. After about 40 minutes of drawing, I drew an almost carbon copy of Madeline, just as a placeholder. But I got to the legs and realized I didn't like it. The colors are clashing and my shading is way off. I'm going to take one more stab at this, but if it doesn't go well, I'm going to go to bed. Today I have 2 things I would like to achieve. First, I would like to make a shooting enemy, and I would also like to get more art. Luckily I have a Kunit class today, so I should get most of this done. It's about 11 and class has ended, and I forgot to record. So here's some cool filler footage. My teacher had a great idea of having the camera move apart from the player, and the player has to drag to dash to different locations to kill enemies. I think it turned out pretty good. This has added a sort of aspect of difficulty, because the player shoots slightly off too far, which makes for a more uncontrolled shot. I also drew this bullet animation at around 4. I know it's not a lot, but I really like it. I started working at about 5 because I had no goal in mind for today. I think I'm going to do some UI for the main screen. It's been about an hour and I was looking at some cool 80s style fonts. I came across Rubber Biscuit by Yusuf Habichi. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I'm sorry. I need to ask him if I could use it. I hope I get a response. I also like this font VC Armano because it seems that it's free to use. I did a little formatting and editing for the fonts, and I came up with a title screen I really like. Today my main focus is art. I like to draw the player and a shader for a slowdown effect. I spent a lot of time on the art, and I don't like most of it. I want a VHS style shader for the slowdown. I'm pretty sure I'll add it after a certain kill combo threshold, but I'm not sure. It's 3:30 and I follow this tutorial on a VHS shader by Stein Codes, linked in the description. It isn't exactly what I wanted, but I might use parts of it. I'm going to take a break and do some art later. It's around 8:30 and I tried to use Mixamo.com as a reference to animate, but that didn't pan out. So I tried to use this groovy gif of a guy I found on Giphy by Gian Flores. That went okay, but it wasn't what I was looking for. I'm going to call it a night, play some video games, and then go to bed. It's 4 in the afternoon and I got a response from Yusuf about Rubber Biscuit. He said that he would let me use it for about $10, but I'm trying to develop this for free, so I changed it to a font called Engraver Initials. Can't find the owner of the font, and it's labeled as free to use, so I made the switch. I also made it so that you can save the game, but it seems there's a bug in the way I'm saving currency. That's tomorrow's week's problem. It's 11 around here, and I wanted to get a couple things done today. First, I did some character art. I turned the main character into a cybernetic monkey with a laser whip that he launches onto enemies with. Later, I need to fix the saving issue and also give player currency for killing bots. I took a long break, but I finished the rest of my work. I did squash all the bugs, and I had the ability to gain currency from killing bots. Today I just messed around with text-to-speech in the Reddit API to make a text-to-speech bot in Python for Arpan streams. I might make a video about it, and I wish there was a way for people who liked my videos to get notified when I post or something. I don't know, I'm an idiot.